Hi, this is Danielle Amos, and this is episode 20 of the Prosperity Practice Podcast. Today, I want to talk about staying in control despite your outside circumstances, really staying in control, staying calm and positive, really, when there's chaos going on outside, out there. And this is really relevant because I've been asked a lot of questions about how to deal with what's happening with the virus. And you can tell that I'm on purpose not saying certain words. See, here's the thing. There's mass consciousness, and the masses starts with lots of individuals. And it is my belief that it's each person's responsibility to control their thoughts, their feelings, and actions. And that's our attitude. And really, that's the only thing we can control is our own individual thoughts plus feelings plus actions, our thinking. And everything in this universe exists on these three planes. Like, we cannot get away that there's a spiritual component here and a very real physical component. And so I believe that it's each person's responsibility to really think. Let's start with thoughts. To think thoughts of what you want to think thoughts of good health, of prosperity, of that we're going to get on the other side of this, that the universe, the world, everything's happening for us. To think thoughts of that there's always enough resources, money, toilet paper, and to also understand that this is very real for a lot of people. And so that if we can stay in control of our own thoughts individually, then individually we become the mass. So wherever we put our focus, that's got to grow energetically. So if I put my focus on fear and sickness, then that's going to grow. Or I can put my focus on good health and gratitude, then that's got to grow. And so my request to each one of you is to go inside, to start with you, and to control your thoughts. No one can make you think a thought that you don't want to think. No situation, no event can make you think something. You have control. And I'm reading this book right now called Man's Search for Meaning. And it is about concentration camps. And this gentleman who wrote the book, this is the one great thing. Like he said, we each have our own individual power, and his name's Viktor Frankl. And he said, we have the power. No one can make you think something. So even in the worst situation, no one could make him think negative, even in a concentration camp. Like, he was in control of his thoughts. And that was the greatest freedom that a person has. And in these times, we have to exercise that freedom. And when we stay in control of those thoughts and we focus on what we want, and therefore we understand that our feeling of control and security actually comes from within, then the outside world starts to shift. And we can't change the outside world until and unless we're willing to change the inside. And it's each individual person, one at a time. So I believe that this is where you get to do your part. And this is where the material that I teach, thank you so much to Bob Proctor, is so important. We actually have a lesson where we spend 2 weeks on teaching you how to stay in control using your mental muscles despite the chaos that's going on around you. And I've encouraged all of my clients to dig deep into that lesson. And that lesson really tells us that we are in control of our thoughts, and we can use our imagination to really think about a world where that we want, so that we can get past this. Now, are we going to only think our way out of this? No. We live on 3 planes. So it's our thoughts plus feelings plus actions. And so it's not only our thoughts, it's our beliefs. If we believe that, the world's going to be a better place on the other side of this, if we believe that there is another side of this, and then actions, we're physical beings, like spiritual beings in a physical body. So each one of you needs to take care, do your due diligence with washing your hands and getting enough sleep and eating healthy and taking care of your physical body. And I believe that means taking care of your mindset as well, your spiritual health, because that's really where dis-ease starts. Disease is in the mind. Your body is an instrument of the mind. And so take excellent care of your mental and spiritual health during this time. And I would like to quote Thomas Truard in The Hidden Power. He says, there is really no energy in our universe but what emanates from ourselves. And the power which appears to reside in our own surroundings is derived entirely from our own mind. Each one of you're listening to this for a reason. You have amazing power inside of you. So use it to practice gratitude. Use it to speak to your friends and family and have them focus on what they're grateful for in this moment. Go out and reach out to all those people when fear, doubt, and worry is all out there because of the way the media is and the way that people are talking. Use your bright light to go out and talk to them about gratitude and ask them questions that has them see what they're grateful for. You matter. It starts with you. And remind the people in your life that, gosh, we've got so much to be grateful for, no matter where you are. And use your mental, spiritual practice to focus on what you want for yourself, for your loved ones, your community, and the world as a whole. Raise yourself to a higher level of frequency. You want to be aware of what's going on around you, but don't dwell there. You get to raise your thoughts to a higher frequency. And that higher frequency is where the results, like the world you want, lives. Does that make sense? So use your powers within. Your powers, you are listening to this for a reason. And it starts with you. It starts with me. And we make up the masses. Do your part. Napoleon Hill says, another one of my mentors through the book Think and Grow Rich, he says, every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it a seed of equal or greater benefit. This is a time to go within. This is the time to understand the powerful resources you have within your marvelous mind. And I am here to support you. If this resonates, if you feel called to share this information, reach out. I'll give you tools, things to read. Surround yourself with positivity, other people. Use your online tools. We can be in our homes, but still be so connected. I've got an amazing Facebook group called Mastering Your Mindset. Get connected there. Let's share resources. Let's talk about this. I want you to send me a message if you feel called to, bring this light into the universe and into your communities when there's so much fear, because each one of us showing up as light with gratitude and love and acceptance and focusing on good health, each one of us, when we get together, we become a brighter light. So it's my commitment to be here to support you every step of the way. I can see what's on the other side of this. And I truly believe that the universe is always working out for us, that life is always working out for us. And in times like this, it is, I'm so grateful because it's allowing families to get connected to each other. It is allowing us to hunker in. You know, for us, we're baking again, you know, and playing board games, like that connection that maybe we've lost. Maybe this is a good time to really focus on all of that good. You know, it has also allowed us to um, reach out to our loved ones to tell them how much we care. It's also allowed us to make sure we have good physical, you know, like washing our hands and good habits. You know, so maybe we needed to tighten our ships a little bit in certain areas and make sure we're thinking of the positive. But it does start with you. If this resonates, reach out. That's what I want to say, because I've got so many tools and resources that can help, and content to help you feel more secure and understand that your security comes from within, and to remain positive and productive during this time. It's so important, and you have that power within. So that's what I have to say about this time, is that, well, it's all time for each of us, and we don't really know why. We'll know the dots that connect when we look back upon this time. All is well. All is well. And I choose to focus on the possibility, the good health, and stay focused and really use my mind to focus on the results that I want, not on the fear, and to keep taking action and be the bright light. I'm going to ask you the same. So if you're with me, I'd like you to reach out. If this resonates, reach out. If you have questions, reach out. It's time to hold virtual hands and come together with big thinkers, positive people that can move society forward during this time. And there's always a great opportunity. So with that, I say, please share this, because this might be a unique view of what's going on. And I know you can stay in control. Thoughts become things. Take pen to paper, especially if you feel like you've got unrest in your mind right now. Take pen to paper and focus on what you do want and how that would feel. And share with me what you want. And use that imagination to stay focused on that. Your memory remembers what's going on in your outside world. And take actions virtually in your business to move it forward during this time. Reach out. People need you to need you. They need you. And it starts with each one of us. You've got this. So thank you for sharing this podcast in advance. Thank you for listening. Thank you for showing up as my community and asking me for this video so that I could talk to you about my views and how I'm staying focused on myself and my own community, and so that I can really impact others, so that we can stay positive and healthy with our mind and continue to be the light in the world. I know this for sure, is that the world needs this information, especially right now. So thank you for being open to it. Expect abundance.